So you want to learn how to replace this character with your own character. You want to know how to make this your own? Well, continue watching to find out how. As in this video, it's going to be a very quick, very simple tutorial. So let's get started. So first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the Rokoko site. The link will be in the description. What you're going to want to do is if you're using Blender, download the Blender plugin. If you're using it in a program, I'm sorry, I haven't taken a look into it and I cannot show how to do that. What you're going to want to do is then download this Blender file, which will be the Rokoko Studio Live.zip. Next, head back into Blender, go into Edit, go into Preferences. You're then going to want to go to Add-ons. You're then going to want to click Install and go to your downloads. You should be able to then find the zip file, the Rokoko Studio Live Blender. Click that, click Install. After some time, it should bring up this little bar here. All you're going to do is click that checkmark box to enable it. Next, you will see that you do have a Rokoko button here. And yeah, that's all you have to do to install Rokoko. Now you need to change your character. How do we do that? Well, that's also very simple. So how do we retarget? Well, we open up our Rokoko toolbar here after enabling it, and then we go to retargeting. Now you're going to have to find a model of a character to use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to import, and then I'm going to import an FBX. So I actually have an FBX ready right here. So this is any character FBX, or literally any character at all, I guess, if it's rigged. And then what you're going to want to do is you can select the source as the character plus armature, because this is the source, and we're going to want to send that to the armature of this character. So whatever the armature is, you're going to want to do that. You're then going to want to build a bone list. After that, you have your bone list, and it should pretty much match up if you use Mixamo to build your character bones. It doesn't always work for all the characters. Now, if we play it, we have a simple character animation. Now, if you want to hide the other character in render, that should be pretty simple. I believe it is... should be that one. Boom. Now all you have is only your character. Another thing you may notice with these characters is some of them do lag behind or forward, and sometimes they glitch through. Now the problem is, it's because they're different sizing. Their legs are a bit longer. So one method to fix this is tracking them. So if you needed to have it with the other one, what you could do is you could go into edit mode. So by the way, if you want to edit in Clint's thing, all you gotta do is turn on this overlay here. But what you can do is you can keyframe his location for this one, and then at the end you can move him forward or back wherever you need him, if that would work. I need his yeah, you need to have his bones selected. So click on one of his bones, press Y, line up where he needs to be, press I, click location, track forward to the 150, press G, press Y, put him where he needs to be, and then you can press I again and then location again. And now what we have is an armature that follows as best as it can the right path. Its feet may slide a bit, but that's the best you can get unless you can adjust his legs to be the same length as the other ones, and that will give you greater results. And then yeah, once that's done, you have a character that seems like it tracks pretty well, or works pretty well. Like I don't see any teleportation when it's looping. Also, this animation doesn't have to loop. Some info for you. But what about using our own characters that don't have a rig? Well, guess what? That's also very simple to do. For that, I highly suggest heading on over to Mixamo. So you can rig a lot of characters, or you have a lot of other characters here in general that you can use. So yeah, I personally, is it not in here? It's not in here. Okay, I was actually using one from here. There's a lot of pages, so it could be one of these. Well, what if you want to rig your own character? Well, guess what? I'm not sure. You can upload FBX, and it does automatically rig it as far as I know, or it uses its existing bone structure. I'm not exactly sure how that works. But if you want to rig your own character, or remove the bones on it to re-rig it, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to actually open up your OBJ in Blender. So the best way to do that would be go into Blender. I would suggest a new session. Don't save. Delete all your existing blocks. You're then going to want to import an FBX file or OBJ, but if it's OBJ, you actually don't need to import it because it's already done. So you're then going to import your model, and you can see they have bones. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to actually export this as an OBJ to your wherever you want it. So yeah, we'll do that. So now that should be export. So now we can actually go here, click upload character, go here. We can then go to our desktop and find our model. There's a reason why I need to name stuff better. Anyhow, you can upload it here, and if the automatic rigging works fine for your FBX files, I would suggest trying it, because I have never actually tested it. I don't know if it rigs it or if it uses the existing bone structure, but it can upload FBX, so that's interesting. So next, you can orient it, whatever. It's pretty cool. What you're going to want to do is click next if it's in the T-pose. You're going to want to do the chin. You're then going to want to do the wrists, the elbows, the knees, and then the groin area. So that should be that. Now all you gotta do is let it auto rig, which can take up to 2 minutes. So let's let it do its thing. Well, and as you can tell, when it's done, he is now completely rigged. Now for textures, when you do this, you will have to apply textures obviously after, but adding textures is not hard. If you guys want to see a video for that, I'll probably just link one from YouTube. But yeah, that's the very basics of it. That's how you can get the results that you want in Blender. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope that could be helpful for a lot of you and helped with a lot of your questions. Also, a thing I'd like to recommend is if you are actually using this project, I would highly suggest watching his video. He actually has a video here called Watch Me First. I would highly suggest it, as it is very important to watch. And he goes over your resolution sizes, what you need to do for the animation, the requirements, the limits. He goes through quite a bit of the info you actually need. Not so much the process of the how to work with the character in that, but he does tell you what you need to do. And yeah, it's also here. Anyhow, have a good day, everyone. Bye.